bringing the people behind our food to life.
Okay, here we go. The term grist simply means a vegetable product that can be made into a consumable, a food product for humans or animals. This mill was built in 1876. It was built by a man named George Woodland and his sons. The farmers would grow their grain and they would bring it here to have it processed, to be made into a usable product for their kitchens, feed for their animals. It was built here to serve the farming community. Mills like this started disappearing probably in the late 1800s, early 1900s, when the use of modern power sources, such as steam engines, electric motors, also with the advent of interstate transportation, they could more easily ship them from one place to another. Our mill here is powered by water. It's the only mill in the state of Washington that's still doing that. At the time this mill was built, the water wheel is basically going out of fed. It was being replaced by the water turbine. To power the mill with the turbine, we have what's called a flume, which is a long wooden box. Our flume comes together with the stream bed at a common level. The turbine itself sits in what's called a penstock, which is sort of like a large wooden silo. And with the amount of water head we have on it, will produce approximately 16 horsepower, which is more than enough power to operate every piece of machinery in this mill. Around the turn of the century, right around in the early 1900s, about 1900 to 1905, the last operators of this mill took it over until Mr. Victor Roslin became the heir to the mill, and Victor, not wanting to be a miller, decided to convert the mill into a machine shop. In the 1950s, the mill was closed, eventually sold to the state for the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and nothing more was done until our organization took it over and started to restore it to an operational condition. Our organization is called the Friends of the Cedar Creek Grist Mill. We were formed in 1980. That's when the major restoration of the building started. In 1989, we milled grain here for the first time in many, many years to show people how it was done in their great-grandparents' days, so that kids can learn where food comes from, and just to instill a sense of community in the people around here. We are fully run by volunteers. We have no paid staff whatsoever. We're also fully funded by the kind and generous donations of our visitors. Basically, all the money that comes in here goes back into the operation of the mill. People come here all the time, not only from neighborhoods right around, but from all parts of the world. We have visitors literally from every continent on the earth. We are concerned about the long-term survival of the mill. Our membership is aging. We have very few young people involved. Seems like most kids nowadays are concerned about playing with their computers, and they don't want to get involved with something like this that is historical and is of true meaning. We need somebody to take this place over and keep it going and enjoy it. Going home. If you look at a bag of modern flour, it's probably going to tell you that it's been de-germed, which means it has a very long shelf life. And that was one of the things that spelt the demise of small mills like this.